closed in. Okay, now. The whole road. Oh no! We have an explosion!
This is going to be a super tight one. The balance. Bit of a wobble before the hay bounce.
Final seconds takes the TST title. What a win!
Astonishing.
Epic.
Unbelievable.
Unhinged.
Gripping.
Insane.
The best racetrack in the world. This track is heavy, it's good.
Neither the blustering winds nor the gathering storm clouds could dampen the excitement of the final that was to come in the World Downhill Skateboarding Championship in Erzincan, Turkey. Down one of the fastest tracks in the world, the WDSC delivered all the thrills and spills we expect from this exhilarating event. Welcome to the opening event of the 2024 World Downhill Skateboarding Championship. After last year's success, the WDSC Tour returned to the mighty Erzincan in Erzincan to bring you 3 days of epic battles, dramatic overtakes, and high-speed racing.
Yeah, we compare it to Vulcan in Romania, which is like 115. But here the road has many features, which is interesting to skate on. At the moment, this is the fastest track we have, and I love to skate it.
So it's just amazing, really, that the WDSC can provide these sort of venues, which I think is very important at the highest level of our sport.
32 fearless riders representing 19 nationalities suited up in the open skate and open street luge category to battle it out against each other and the elements to be crowned champion in Erzincan. In this program, we bring you all the action from the open skate category. Located in the northeastern part of central Anatolia, the city of Erzincan played host to the first round of the WDSC Championship of 2024.
It's my third time in Turkey and I always loved it. It's really fun, people are nice, having a great time, we're having a good weather and a beautiful sight to see.
Nestled in a fertile plain, surrounded by mountains, Erzincan offers a picturesque landscape that captivates visitors with its stunning scenery. With roots tracing back to ancient times, Erzincan has been a strategic hub of various civilizations, including the Romans, Byzantines, and Seljuks, each leaving an indelible mark on the city's cultural tapestry. With its proximity to a well-connected airport, Erzincan is fast becoming the outdoor adventure destination in eastern Turkey. Boasting a whole host of extreme sports, the Munzur Mountains provide ample hills and rivers for thrill seekers to take part in canoeing, rafting, and paragliding, as well as skiing and snowboarding in the winter. The Munzur Mountains provide a stunning backdrop to the city and stunning scenery, including Girlevik Waterfall, a breathtaking natural wonder that attracts visitors with its cascading waters and serene surroundings. The 3.5-kilometer section of the mighty Erzincan is once again the backdrop for this year's event. Already iconic amongst the downhill skateboarding community, the 12-turn course provides sought-after long straights to build speed and hairpin turns to test the technical competence of the riders. The relentless decline of the course allows the competitors to race at speeds well above 100 kilometers an hour at the straights, while the menacing number 6 and number 9 turns promise moments of action and drama. Proving their commitment to the sport of downhill skateboarding, the municipality of Erzincan, in conjunction with the governor, Mr. Hamza Aydoğdu, have not only made improvements to the road surface by repairing and resurfacing sections to ensure overall rider safety, but have also given access to the ski resort's top-notch facilities, including access from the finish line to the start by gondola, and changing rooms and lockers, as well as the workbenches for last-minute tune-ups of the equipment.
This race in Erzincan is the best. It's the most professional. It's not common that the local people take us in with such generosity, and they fix everything for us.
It's just good vibes, nice city, friendly people. Yeah, no, it's been nice, and even up on the mountain, it's gorgeous all around.
This year, WGSF and Race Marketing have introduced a new format to the competition with the qualifying series, where new members can move into the championship by qualifying on previous days. In this year's qualifying series, Oscar Gutierrez from Mexico was victorious and claimed the top spot at the podium. Dexter Manning from Canada placed second. and Hassan Hussein Al Nasrullah from Norway was third.
Can you hear the sound of thunder?
22 riders from 15 nationalities were ready for the open skate category. The two-time defending and world champion Diego Poncelet of Spain looked to defend his title and get the 2024 season off on the right foot. The absences of Harry Clark and Alexandros Soganakis made Poncelet the man to beat in Erzincan.
I mean, the objective is always to win, but I know that this is a very difficult track with great riders all around, so it's going to be a huge challenge. More than anything, I just hope we can get some clean skating today because the weather is a bit uncertain, but it's looking good so far. Of course, the absence of Harry and Alexandros can be felt, but we still have incredibly fast people such as Stefano, Owen, Frenchie, my friend Greg, who I've had so many close competitions over the years with him. So, of course, it would be nice if they were here, but at the same time, we can tell that this is a World Cup.
French sensations Antoine Carlotti and Andreas Bouclier want to build on their knowledge of the track from last year to challenge the pack in this year's competition.
I'm really happy to be back. It's my favorite hill in the world, I think, for racing. It's incredible. We have some new wheels with 88 Wilco, and they are performing super well, so it's very exciting, you know. It's like a new race. I came here, didn't know really what to expect, and it's super good.
Another French rider, Adrien Paynel, who was absent last year, is keen to get his wheels spinning down Arganda and hoping for a good result to start off the year. As ever, US riders are always in top contention, with Owen Fox and Adam Westphal being two names to look out for this year. Fox had an unfortunate accident last year, but he's trained hard and is ready to challenge for a podium finish.
Last time we were here was definitely a bit of a roller coaster, especially for me. It's always a unique time at a new track, especially a track of this caliber, but it feels good to be back. I know the track this time. I've had a couple months to prepare and train specifically for this track, so I'm feeling really good. It's better than I was last time. Curious to see how things stack up for the next couple days, but for right now I'm just happy to be doing better than I was last time.
So, I mean, tactic number one is just stay on the board. So we're gonna try to, kick in hard and see if we can get in front and then just stay on top. So, I know some places I'm trying to pick up time here and there, but mostly it's gonna be about just, keeping it consistent, controlled, and, quick enough to stay in front, but controlled enough to stay upright.
Gregoire Schwab of Switzerland, who won in Kozakov in 2022 and fought hard against Poncelet in the final in Aksaray, is joined by fellow countryman Fabio Minning, and both riders are keen to make their mark from the start.
Last year we had just a POV of a luger and we didn't expect this much of insanity on this track. But this year everybody prepared way more than last year, I think, and got mentally more ready to.
Other notable competitors like Stefano Barbizzi from Italy, Olaf Oye from Norway, and Oscar Gutierrez from Mexico round up the open skate category, while Lisa Peters from the Netherlands will race amongst the men as the only female rider to brave this year's race.
Yeah, I'm sad there are not other girls. The only positive thing is that it takes all the pressure away from me to compete in women class. So I see this event more as a very good learning experience to compete with the open class with all the boys. I already, the last 2 days, I learned so much by just following their lines. And I'm just gonna enjoy it and try to keep up with them, try to learn as much as possible. And maybe, hopefully next year, more women will join the race. They should.
The qualification was decided in 3 stages of elimination, similar to that of Formula One. The fastest 16 riders out of the starting 22 in Q1 moved up to the Q2 round. The fastest 8 riders then progressed on to the Q3 round. In Q1, names like Lisa Peters and Olaf Oye were unable to keep up with the pace of their opponents and were eliminated from the competition. In Q2, championship favorites Adam Westphal and Andreas Bouclier also failed to make the cut and were unable to advance. In Q3, the top 8 riders fought a tough battle with Diego Poncelet and Adrien Paynel neck and neck throughout. In the end, Poncelet beat out his opponent by a 150 millisecond margin and won the qualifying round. The racing started with the elimination rounds where 22 athletes rode in 8 heats of 2 or 3, with the top 2 riders progressing on to the quarterfinals. In the first heat, Diego Poncelet and Oscar Gutierrez had flawless runs to move into the next round. In the second heat, Stefano Barbizzi and Oscar Clevo outpaced Francesco Bonventre to move into the quarterfinals. In the third heat, Dexter Manning had a clear run to the finish, but Al Nasrullah and Jose Valdez crashed in turn 3. Both riders made it back on their boards, but Al Nasrullah edged out Valdez to advance to the quarterfinals. The fourth heat was full of top contenders, with Bouclier, Fox and Oye battling it out to move on in the competition. However, Oye could not keep up with the pace of his competitors and came in third. In the fifth heat, Adam Westphal crashed in turn 5, but was able to recover in time to move on to the quarterfinals along with Schwab. Heat 6 was between Fabio Minning, Cristiano Medusa, and Lisa Peters. Fabio Minning led the race from the beginning, but Medusa lost control on the fourth turn and did not recover in time. Peters and Minning moved into the quarters. In Heat 7, Billy Aston had back-to-back crashes and could not complete the course, which meant Antoine Carlotti and Valera Fles moved on to the quarters. The eighth heat was a showdown between Adrian Paynel and Mikia Harness, and both riders rode a clean and safe run to progress on to the next round. The first heat of the quarterfinals saw Diego Poncelet, Stefano Barbizzi, Oscar Gutierrez, and Oscar Clevo line up to settle their differences. Right from the start, Barbizzi puts in a huge effort and claims first place with Diego Poncelet in second and Gutierrez in third. Clevo had to settle for fourth. Poncelet takes the fourth turn well and flies by Barbizzi on the following straight to take first place. Oscar carries his momentum well and passes Diego Poncelet on the inside, but is too fast coming into the notorious sixth turn. He's unable to keep it under control and crashes into the bales. His loose board almost takes out Poncelet, but the Spaniard recovers well to carry on. Poncelet and Barbizzi are in control and opening up a gap coming into turn number 8, but Clevo is determined not to give up and gives chase. However, the pair play it safe in the final few turns and come in first and second and claim their spots in the semifinals. Back at the top of the course, Owen Fox, Dexter Manning, Andreas Bouclier, and Hussein Al Nasrullah are ready to start the second heat. The riders all have similar starts and are bunched up, but Hussein edges into first with Bouclier second, Manning third, and Fox in fourth. Dexter tucks low and gathers enough speed through the third turn to pass Andreas Bouclier on the outside. Almost manages to pass Hussein Al Nasrullah out of the fourth turn, but he's unable to keep his line and wobbles slightly and clips the hay with his board, and he falls down. Owen Fox is lucky not to have been caught up as well and avoids disaster. Coming to turn 6, Bouclier is in first with Al Nasrullah second and Fox third. They bunch up but pass through 6 smoothly and carefully. Into turn 9, Owen Fox carries plenty of speed and is able to pass Al Nasrullah on the outside to move into the second position. Fox is having a great race and now has momentum. He passes Bouclier in turn 11 to finish first and moves into the semis alongside the Frenchman. The next heat is ready with Adam Westphal, Gregoire Schwab, Fabio Minning, and Lisa Peters lined up and eager to push off. And they're off with a really good start from Adam Westphal, who immediately takes first. Gregoire Schwab just edges out Minning to take second spot. Lisa Peters gives chase from fourth spot. Passing through the third and fourth turns, Schwab keeps his tuck for longer to gather speed and passes by Westphal to move into first position. Coming up on the sixth turn, Minning carries his speed well and passes Westphal on the outside, but he's unable to slow down enough and crashes into the mat. Westphal and Schwab know they're almost in the semis and try to ride the final few corners fast, but cautiously. Lisa Peters has a tumble close to the finish, but is able to continue. The heat finishes with Gregoire Schwab first and Adam Westphal second. Fabio Minning comes in third and Lisa Peters fourth. In the last quarterfinal heat, Adrian Paynel lines up alongside Antoine Carlotti, Mikaela Harness, and Valera Fless. And the race is on, with Paynel making a flying start to claim first, with Carlotti and Mikaela in second and third, and Fless in fourth. Coming into the fourth turn, the riders are having a smooth race, but Valera Fless misjudges his speed and clips the hay on the exit and wipes out. Coming into turn 6, Mikaela Harness is in hot pursuit of Antoine Carlotti and manages to catch up and is now neck and neck with the French rider. Further down the mountain, Harness finally catches up to and passes Carlotti at turn number 9 to move into second position. At the finish line is Adrian Paynel first, with Mikaela Harness second. Antoine Carlotti and Valera Fless have to settle for third and fourth spots respectively.
He was on, and he did a super good job. He passed me in the left. I did everything I could. I drafted him right off the right corner. He took it super well. Yeah, it's a bummer. I wish I raced in the rain. I wish I did it different, of course, but it's part of the game.
First semi-finals of the skate competition saw Diego Poncelet in red, Stefano Barbizzi in blue, with Owen Fox in green and Andreas Bouclier in yellow. With the wind picking up suddenly and the prospect of downpours on the horizon, the organizers called a meeting with riders to decide a course of action. After a brief discussion, the riders unanimously decided to keep the long track and race immediately.
All in favor of waiting and going short immediately? All right, I guess we're going long.
And they're off with a good start from Bouclier to take the lead. Barbizzi in second, with Poncelet and Fox in third and fourth respectively. Fox has a slight wobble coming into the third corner, but keeps it together in pursuit of the rest of the pack. Into the fourth turn, the riders all take similar lines, but on the following straight, Diego Poncelet tucks low and drafts well behind Stefano Barbizzi, building his speed to overtake into second. Between turn 5 and 6, Diego Poncelet is closing in on Bouclier, but through the straight, Owen Fox loses control at the back and takes a hard tumble. He's bruised, but okay. Sadly, that's the end of his race. At turn 6, Diego Poncelet challenges for first, but Bouclier holds on and positions remain the same. Through turn 8, Bouclier now opens the gap. Into the 9th turn, Barbizzi pushes hard, but is unable to keep upright and slams into the hay bales. He too is unable to continue. Just a turn later, the drama continues. Diego Poncelet initially overtakes Bouclier, but both riders are too fast into the corner and are unable to keep their boards under control and crash into the hay. However, both riders are okay and immediately pop back up, push off down the mountain. Now that the final is guaranteed for both athletes, they don't push too hard through the last few turns and ride to the final line safely.
To be honest, I'm not quite sure, but I'm pretty sure it was a wind thing. We dropped that first semis heat with just insane wind conditions. You can definitely tell from the way we're all skating in the first two corners that it was just really, really fast. Going through 5, I think it was the fastest any of us had gone through that corner, and on the exit, right as I was getting back into tuck, I just got hit with, I think, a stray blast of wind, threw me off a little bit, and I just got thrown off the board.
There was a bit of raindrops, there was a lot of wind, like tailwind, so we're going much faster than usual, and the 4 of us fell. I was not aware that they had fallen behind me, so I went for an overtaking right before the fastest corner, which worked, but then when we slid, both of us did our normal lines. We were going much faster than usual, and we just went straight to the hay. So very intense. Hopefully the conditions calm down a bit, because this is quite dangerous.
The second heat of the semifinals saw Adrian Paynel in red, Mikaela Harness in blue, Gregoire Schwab in green, with Adam Westphal in yellow. A heavy downpour necessitated a pause in the racing while the track dried out and the riders took the opportunity to make last-minute adjustments. The wind, however, was relentless. And and the race was on, with Adrian Paynel pushing off well and settling into first, with Gregoire Schwab in second and Michael Harness third. Adam Westphal finds himself in fourth out of the first bend. The riders are racing at high speeds, but positions remain the same after the first turn. During the straight, Paynel and Schwab open up a gap with Westphal and Harness. Coming into the notorious sixth turn, the riders are bunched up and Schwab and Harness get tangled up and both stumble into the hay. Both riders are okay and get up to continue the race, but Westphal takes the opportunity to settle into second. The race continues down the mountain, but only Paynel and Westphal are in contention. Michael Harness tries to claw his way back into the race, but falls again trying to catch up and is unable to continue. The result of the heat is Adrian Paynel first, Adam Westphal second, with Gregoire Schwab in third and Michael Harness fourth.
Yeah, I hope he's okay. You know, they unfortunately had a crash, and that's not the way you want to see it go down, but, you know, we'll take it and, you know, race with what we got now, so 1 round left.
After 3 days of racing, it's finally here. Adrian Paynel, Andreas Bouclier, Diego Poncelet, and Adam Westphal take their positions at the start for the open skate final. With the winds picking up considerably, the slight delay to the start builds the anticipation further and adds tension to an already thrilling matchup. We now hand you over to Ian Findlay and our live commentary team.
Final underway of the open stand-up. It's a strong start from Adam Westphal, and he is on the right-hand side of your screen now. He's looking to move across. He's not going to get into top spot, though. He may just end up sitting in fourth right now, but Adrian Paynel in top spot at the moment. It looks like Bouclier in second, Diego in third, Westphal in fourth.
Pass here. Coming in third, Adam is losing a bit of speed. They're coming in tight into the first slide zone. We'll see how this goes.
Through turn number 4, everyone stay on their feet. Adam's drifting a little bit wide. He might just have clipped the bales there, but we don't have it on the drone. Now this is where Diego can be so fast, isn't it?
Oh yeah, he has the perfect tuck, the dream tuck every boy dreams about. Coming into the grip left, this is advantages for Adam and Andreas. Diego has their draft, so he's not losing them. Oh, Andreas coming on inside. What's going to happen here?
Well, I did think that Paynel was maybe going to be in a bit of trouble there.
Oh, he just threw a stand-up slide. Come on. You got to give it up for Adrian.
That is so impressive. Bouclier still holding on to second place. Diego in third. And this is what you were saying earlier. How do you beat Diego? You've got to get it in front of him. You've got to put him under pressure. But this bottom section really suits him, but it also suits the man in the lead.
Adrian is looking so good right now. I bet his confidence.
Watch Diego in third. He's right up with Bouclier in second.
Diego's looking strong here. Might take an outside pass. Going to the fastest.
Going right the outside. Diego's in second, and he's absolutely motoring. Oh, he's closed in. He's closed in on Paynel.
The whole road here.
Oh no! What an explosion! Oh no! We got 2 men down there, haven't we? It's Diego and Adrian. Adrian's looking for his board. Bouclier is out in front.
Bouclier is in the safe zone.
He is going to come through.
And Star boy has done it.
17 years old. He's not done it yet. He's going to get through this turn.
Must be in total shock right now.
Well, we've got more races to go. It's going to be his first WDSC victory.
Let's go!
He can't quite believe he's looking behind him.
Losing his mind right now, not realizing that this is actually happening.
I can hear the cheers as well, but what a race, what a series of runs from the young gun from France.
He's done it. Andreas Bouclier has done it. Wow. 17 years old. This man is unstoppable.
The final results are Andreas Bouclier, who wins his first ever final, with Adrian Paynel second, Adam Westphal third, and Diego Poncelet fourth.
I'm speechless. Like, it was my first final of my life. I took the lead. Diego and Frenchie crashed in front of me, but it's race. I'm a bit lucky. But yeah, it's crazy. It's just so crazy. I won.
trying to lead the race and stay out front. I knew I had the pace to stay out front, but unfortunately I got taken out at the end, and that's how racing goes. I've done it to my friends, so there's nothing more to do.
You know, it was a little off pace for sure. Definitely not where you want to be, so we got some work to do for the next race, no doubt. Got lucky with this one, but we're gonna have to put in some work for the next one for sure.
Like I guess his line was different because he was trying to slow down more and exit with more speed. But by the time I realized that, it was too late. I was on his outside. I tried to catch him, but as he should, he took all the road to really get the perfect line, and we collided there, and we're okay at least. So yeah, but it was a bit scary, to be honest.
That concludes the spectacular start to the WDSC 2024 tour from Erzincan, Turkey. See you in July for the next round in Wales.
He's closed in, okay now. The whole road. Oh no! We have an explosion!
This is going to be a super tight one to Valley. Bit of a wobble before the hay bounce.
Final seconds takes the TST title. What a win!